Afternoon all, Chief Prepper here. This is going to be a multi-part video. So these are the masks that I bought for me and my wife. And I already have one that I use when I go under the house. This is the holster I bought from my XD 5-inch tactical 9mm Springfield. These are the 4 additional water filtration filters, good for 150 liters a piece, less on the 150 liter mark if you're using highly contaminated water, as in lots of silt. So the 2 titanium water bottles that have that filtration system in it are still back ordered and overdue. I'm leaving that order open, and I'm opting to order 2 plastic versions of that. I'm sure the insides of the titanium one where the filtration is plastic, which is not an issue, but I prefer metal for the cups. So the 2 plastic ones will serve as backup. You know, I think water is going to become an issue. Okay. I ordered all the parts for the Dodge Dart, the spring kit, the shoes front and back, and spring kits front and back, and the front drums. The rear drums may be an issue, and I ordered a master cylinder. I have to check something on the car to see if it's completely fucked up or if it's if I can still use it. Basically what happened was when I pulled the right rear wheel and tire off to go have the new tire mounted and balanced, well, there's no guts on the brakes. There's no wheel cylinder, there's no shoes, no springs, no nothing. So the good news is I already have the wheel cylinders on hand. So I just have to see if that hydraulic hose that's hanging there and taped has the hydraulic fitting on it and it's not actually cut. If it's got the fitting and it's not cut, I should be able to make it work. The issue is I'm going to have to take apart the left rear completely and get the wheel cylinder off, which I'm going to need to do anyway, but it's always a pain in the ass to do that. So that's the thing. But I have to do that to get the proper bolt length and size and thread pattern for the wheel cylinder that is completely missing. So right now I have a due out. O'Reilly's, AutoZone can't get the rear drums. O'Reilly's is saying it's a special order and they have to see if they can get it. So I'm waiting for a phone call from them. If I can't get rear drums, then I'm going to have to put the drums that are there back on it and just live with it, which is not the end of the world, but it's not the preferred way to do things, if that makes any sense. So, having said all that, I have hopefully hired, well, not hired, but people who have volunteered to come help me. I'm going to try and get a bunch of shit done between me, my limited capabilities, Juan, my hired help, and 2 other guys to get my yard cleaned up, get a bunch of debris thrown away, rip out the 2 walls on this shed over here, replace them. I can rerun the electrical wire myself. That's not an issue. But just to get it out and get it in, and then basically it'll be ready to reskin, which I also have. If I don't have, I'll go get real soon. So depending on what goes on tomorrow, I may go out to an Air Force base and buy a gun. It's not something I necessarily need, it's just a capability. It's something I saw a few months ago. If it's still there, I'm just going to buy it. So I have hopefully a motorcycle sold today. Hopefully they'll be here and gone by the time before my wife gets home. And then that money, and then I'm waiting on Carvana to come back with a different offer on my car with the addition of a full-size spare wheel and tire mounted and balanced that's in the trunk that cost me $3,700. It's an OEM wheel, so it's a spare tire and wheel that will match car. If they come back at 52, hopefully 5,300, 53,000, then I will sell that car within a day or two of them making that offer, and then hopefully it'll be paid off. And then between that check and the check for the bike, the $1,124 a month payment will go away, and then I will pay off a credit card and probably pay another one way down, depending on what goes on. I gotta try and get as much shit done as I can. The one thing I did not do last night was go online and see if I can order from existing stock some more underwear for me. My underwear is starting to look holy in the sitting down area, so I need to get new underwear. It's my own advice telling y'all what y'all should do, and I'm not necessarily following my own. So water filtration, security, bug out bag shit. I did not used to be a big fan of the filters and masks and stuff, just because if it's bad enough to fuck your lungs up. If you don't have the way to cover up your arms and your face and all that shit, then you're gonna suffer. And if you don't have a way or somewhere to go to get away from whatever's in the air. However, after having seen what happened with the train wreck up in, I think, Ohio, I think that your mask is only going to do so much. You also need some kind of eye pro goggles or something to help protect your eyes from the air. Problem with the goggles that you buy, most of them have air vents, so they're going to let air in, which is kind of what you don't want to happen. So at a minimum, one of these masks, a ball cap, some kind of goggle system. You know, if you're like me, I got fucking glasses. I just had my semi-annual eye checkup to check my eye surgery repair work. Everything's holding stable. I'm on the calendar for June 18th to get a new eye exam and prescription, and as soon as I get that, I will be going and ordering glasses, and hopefully there's enough supplies on hand to get me new lenses. Right? It's not the end of the world, but I cannot see up close with my right eye through the bifocal I have. It's not there. It's the wrong prescription. Or actually, my eye got worse is what happened on the up close part. All right. I also have a medical procedure May 29th, assuming they don't run out of the shit that they need to do it with. It's nothing too major. It's a colonoscopy. It's just something I should have had done 3 years ago. I just didn't like it, so I didn't go back. And assuming there's nothing found with that, I don't have any symptoms, but they found 3 polyps on the one when I had got it done in 2018. So if they find polyps again, I'll have to go back in 5 years. So, and then after that, I got to get my teeth looked at. I got a number I got to call and get on that calendar, but that one won't cost me any money. It will just cost me time and patience, which runs very thin. So all the channels are talking about shit. Pick which one you fucking want to listen to. You know, cover down on what you think's important. You know, in my case, I'm doing things and I'm spending money. One of the other things I might do tomorrow is go buy Northern Tool. They had 2 100-pound, which is 25-gallon propane tanks they were $220 a piece, so that'd be like $460 out the door, which is almost what I paid for one tank in 2022. So, and then go and pay to have those filled up and then stack them up. Propane doesn't go bad. Propane can be used for, sorry, something was on my hand. Propane can be used for a lot of things: cooking, grilling, boiling water, providing heat. Okay, so you need to and also in my case, it can power 2 of my generators. Now, one of the things I may do is look into getting. They sell propane kits for the Honda 2200i generators. I may look into that so that at least I have it as an option. I firmly believe that we're in the very beginnings of an actual war with China. They're starting to turn the screws. We're starting to turn the screws. This ends in peace, either before or after a war. That's just the way that's going to be. And you need to consider that, you know, I did order another thing of the order's been approved. Doctors provided the prescription. I'm just waiting for them to ship it of 1 year of one of my medicines that I did not order last year. You know, they turn off the medicines, they attack the grid, even if it's not nationwide, even if it's just regionally, and the grid doesn't come back up right away because we get our transformers from over there. Imagine how many people are going to be very uncomfortable and very fucking unhappy. Imagine how many people are going to die without medication, or people like me who have a CPAP machine. I can go without it, but I need it at least half of the time. Preferably more. I can go down to as much as a quarter, but because most nights I fall asleep on the couch and then go to bed later. But start thinking about what's important. Start thinking about what you really like that falls into the I need to fucking have it category, which is food, water, shelter, security, medicine. All right, and then if you have money left over, think about comfort. Alright, I have 2 ice machines on hand. As long as I got electricity and potable water, I can make ice. If I have no electricity, because I have my own backup power. Right? That's a big deal. So, you know, I started thinking about this years ago. I've been hard fucking prepping since 2018. After that fucking hurricane almost got us. Alright? You know, so the only thing that fucks me, if the wind storms come through and blow my fucking house away and blow all my shit away, then I'm fucking in the same boat as everyone else, right? So think about it. If the world does not end and everything goes as I'm planning on going, and I unload the 1 car in the next week or so, by October, if the land lot in Abilene hasn't sold, I'm probably going to make a move on that, because I'll have enough cash on hand, and I should be able to qualify easily for a loan. Right? Information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot, share the love. Chief Prepper, out.